Yo, James. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
ghib.ojisan. Okay, so 久しぶり. You're getting good already. So this is my Taiwanese friend James.
What's up, guys?
So we are going to explore Little India, eat some nice food, and he's actually thinking of leaving Singapore. And I'm gonna ask him why.
Gonna be leaving soon.
I'm sad already, man. I'm gonna lose my only friend.
Your only friend?
So
oh
sad.
man, oh man. I feel so nice.
All right, let's get some food. So James, you've been living in Singapore for a year, right?
Yeah.
How many? Little more than a year. How many times did you come to Little India?
I feel bad saying this, but 0 times.
0?
I think I passed it once, like in a taxi or something.
Oh my gosh!
It's my first time walking in Little India.
How does it feel?
It's very different.
Instantly, if you come out the MRT, you'll smell the spices.
Yeah, it stands out.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I love Little India, and we have lots of amazing looking restaurants here. I asked my follower where I should visit, and 2 of them said I should go to Jaggi.
Jaggi's?
Yeah, apparently Jaggi's is pretty good. Oh no, there's a queue. Oh yeah. Do we find a seat first, or do we order first?
You get your food and sit down.
Ah, okay.
This mild, chicken, this one mild, and this butter chicken.
So 2 of this thing. Everything looks so good. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. What do you say when you eat in Japanese? Itadakimasu.
It's good, I think, because it trains you to be thankful.
Nanga mochi mochi. Kobashi. This is the butter chicken. Oh, it looks so good. The tandoori chicken, 1 for $5. A bit dry and not hot, but the taste is good. Obviously it wasn't enough, so I got the garlic, cheese, and the plain naan. Super hot. Wow. This cheese naan is amazing. I think I'm in love with this restaurant. Alright, James, I think he's a pro at Japanese, so let's test him.
Did not say that.
こんにちは、はじめまして。
はじめまして。
お名前は？
ジェームズです。お名前は？
僕、ジブと申します。
ジブ？
はい、
ジブさん。よろしく。
よろしくお願いします。なんかタメ語なんだよな。まあいいや。はい。よろしくお願いします。どうですか最近？最近どう？
お酒をたくさん読みました。
読みました。お酒を読んだ。I think it's 飲みました。
飲みました。
読み that means read.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so what do you say after your meal?
ごちそうさまでした。
ごちそうさまでした。Alright, so James, we have a question for you.
Yeah.
So why are you leaving Singapore? Why are you leaving this beautiful country?
I think it's just that when I was a kid, I always thought of going to Japan, and
did you?
Yeah. So when I grew up, every 3 years, some voice will be in my head and be like, hey, what about moving to Japan? What happened to moving to Japan? So it got to this point where I think I'm comfortable enough to actually take that step to move to Japan. And why do I want to go there is because, I don't know, I think it's kind of subjectively, I want to do that because ever since I was a kid, I've been using Japanese products, you watch anime and watch, Japanese drama and stuff. So you have this kind of connection, this ideal world that you kind of want to check out, even though it's not all fun and games over there. Yeah.
So it's not like something terrible happened to you in Singapore.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I was here, I didn't give it enough time, man, because of COVID. So I didn't really go around as much as I really wanted to. But to be honest though, it is a little too small. But that's not I wouldn't even call that a bad thing because that's not something.
It's also good, right?
Yeah.
Also something good.
Well,
It's,
country,
it's
yeah.
also something Singaporeans would say.
Let's say, yeah.
That's why many, like some people, like every month they will leave. They'll go for a vacation somewhere.
right? Yeah. And nowadays, that's kind of taken away.
So when is this happening? When are you leaving Singapore?
I'm planning to leave around May or June.
May or June.
Yeah.
That's like only 5 more months. 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, last 5 months here.
Does your company know this?
No, they don't. But hey,
what if your boss is watching this?
sorry. But I'll let you know in advance, and I will stay for the time being.
Of course.
I'll let you know in advance. Yeah.
He will be responsible for his remaining work for sure. He's that type of guy. Hi, ごちそうさまでした。だいぶお腹いっぱいですが、美味しかったですね。I think that was one of the best Indian food I've had in Singapore. Super delicious. How was it, James?
It's good.
It's good, right? I'm really sad my only friend, James, is leaving.
Oh man, I'm not your only friend. You got lots of friends, right?
No, I only have James. You're the only one.
You're very loyal. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm a loyal one. Yeah, I'm gonna take James around Little India, show him the beautiful historic parts of this area. Got a nice shot?
Yeah, I got a nice one.
Oh. When is it built? Built in 1881. Very old temple. So how was it like living in Singapore for a year? You probably came here thinking you'll have a better life, right? Because you told me the reason you came here in the first place was you got a way higher pay compared to Taiwan. So how was your life here?
It was really good. I mean, just the living standard here is like something that you just have to be very grateful of. I really like, the fact that there's so many cultures here. I grew up, going to international schools and stuff. So
In Taiwan, right?
yeah. So when you go to a place, I always like it when I go to a place where there's so many different kinds of people around, and there's an exchange of cultures. You see people with different ways of life, that kind of stuff. I think Singapore really got that down. Yeah.
Very diverse.
Very diverse.
We have 4 major races: Chinese, Chinese, Malay, Indian, Eurasian, and of course foreigners like us.
I don't think there's a country that I've been to that I felt this safe in.
Yeah.
The safety you enjoy in Singapore is a whole other thing.
Although we almost got killed, kind of. by that van.
Yeah. So Singapore is
Singapore is safe. Yeah.
super safe. You can
Sometimes.
just walk home at night, like alone, and nothing will happen. Like another cool thing about Singapore is that most people in here live in HDBs, right?
Public housing.
Public housing, yeah. And these HDBs, they tend to be kind of big. They're pretty spacious inside.
That's an example.
Yeah. But like for back in Taiwan, like some of the houses, they can be pretty old and
Yeah, I noticed that, especially in Taipei.
But in Singapore, like these HDBs are pretty old, but they're well maintained. Very well maintained.
So this is like the famous street where you can get lots of goodies. Check this out. You can get this dress, beautiful dresses, fruits, flowers for praying. James, since you're leaving Singapore very soon, how about you get some souvenirs? Choose. It's on me. I'll get you. Which one would you want?
I want the camel.
お店の人来ちゃったんだけど。How much is the camel?
The camel, $5,800.
$5,800. Maybe not. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want I give you together $9,000?
2 for 9,000.
Yeah.
Do you want 2?
For 9,000.
Yeah, 2 for 9,000. Oh, can I also get mango lassi?
Mango is
There you go.
Oh, thanks, man.
はい、ラッシー。っていうかムスタファセンター、こんなフードコートみたいなのあったんですよ。 It's like Costco. Food court. You miss Costco, right?
I do miss it.
So we kind of talked about what you like about Singapore. Now, I want to ask him, so after living in Singapore for a year, what was difficult to adapt for you? What are some things you don't really like? You can be honest. I think my viewers like honesty.
I don't like sharing a house with people. That's why I live in a studio.
Right.
So in studios in Singapore, they cost a lot of money.
Yeah. How much do you pay right now?
I pay around $1,100 per month, and that's considered a pretty good price.
I think that's considered cheap. Pretty cheap.
If you really, really like your own space, oh man, it's gonna cost a lot to do that in Singapore.
But at the same time, you're able to do this because your pay went up, right? That's also true. A lot of the time, your pay will go up. Mine did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but still, I know the rent is not cheap here.
Yeah, not cheap.
Food-wise, it's possible to make it cheap.
Yeah. It's easy to make cheap.
Just eat mixed rice every day like him, and that will cost you like $10 a day.
Yeah. This is probably typical, but the heat. I'm used to the heat because I'm from Taiwan, but I'm not used to like a full year of heat.
Right,
I still like my seasonal changes, I guess.
But at least it's not hot as the summer in Taiwan and Japan, right?
Yeah.
It'll be unbearable.
Singapore is cool because it's consistently hot.
Around like 32 degrees.
No
that's
surprises.
like the.
Yeah.
How about the working culture? Like for me, I felt like it was more chill here and relaxed compared to my previous workplace in Japan.
The working culture here I like.
Is it different from like a typical Taiwanese company?
If you work in like a pretty traditional Taiwanese company, it's kind of like a light version of the Japanese work culture. You guys know what I mean, right? So,
Yeah, I've heard Taiwanese work a lot.
Yeah. You do a lot of overtime.
Overtime, right?
Yeah.
How about in Singapore? Did you have that? No.
Not much. Maybe it's just my job. I know some people in Singapore they have a lot
Of course, it depends on your industry.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you work on an EP, you don't get paid overtime.
Oh.
How about in Taiwan? Do you get paid overtime?
It has to be registered overtime. But a lot of times it's just not registered. It's kind of like your duty to stay late.
Right. So you're really supposed to get paid, but you're not paid.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. The reality of Asian work cultures. That's why Singapore has it pretty good. Because you guys are westernized enough to not.
Yeah.
That kind of
Yeah. It's westernized.シンガポールにも新世界あったんですね。これが新世界です。シンガポールのシティスクエアモール。Thank you, James, for sharing some of your opinions. And okay, how about a last question about the future? What are you going to do after you leave Singapore around May-ish? What's your plan?
I'm going to Alaska first. So
Alaska.
I'm gonna leave Singapore around May or June, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna go to do the seasonal job in Alaska that's about working in a fish cannery. So you gut
That
fishes.
is so crazy.
Yeah,
you're gonna can the fish.
can the fish. You get rid of all the organs and stuff.
Oh my
Gut 'em,
gosh. How much are you gonna earn?
It's a lot of money for such a short period of work, but you work long hours though. You work like 12 hours a day.
12 hours a day.
Yeah, and it's
How much do you earn?
You can make up to like $20,000 USD in 2 months.
In 2 months.
Maybe I don't even think that's high. That's high.
That's pretty high, right?
That's pretty high. So after making that money, I'm gonna use it to enter a language school in Japan.
Wow.
That costs some money,
So you're kind of saving up.
Saving up, yeah.
And
then-
you're learning Japanese in Hokkaido.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn Japanese in Hokkaido.
That's so exciting.
Try to find
Oh,
a
man.
job and see where it goes from there.
Yeah. That was your long time dream, right? Moving to Japan. And this guy, he's been studying Japanese like pretty intense. Like
Yeah.
you do online courses, you use the app.
Yeah. I even bought like textbooks. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a reading kind of guy. I don't read.
You're serious about this. Yeah, I was kind of inspired by you. That's why I started learning Chinese online myself.
Oh man, nice.
Yeah, and it's really helping.
Oh, nice. This guy's getting really good too. Yeah.
谢谢. But why Hokkaido though?
To be honest, I don't even think my reasons are really that good, or even well informed. But I'll tell you straight up. I heard it's got one of the best seafoods in the world.
The food.
I love sashimi. I can eat it every day. So best seafood, Hokkaido. Then
Oh, so you're attracted to the food. That's why.
food, yeah.
And the climate, right?
And the climate, the cold, yeah. And the views, man. Just mountains with the snow on top, and
Yeah.
you know,
It's amazing there.
yeah, the landscapes and stuff. It's just amazing.
Okay, so your plan is to go to Alaska, get some money, and study Japanese in Hokkaido. What about after that? You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know after that. I'm not really a good planner, but
Yeah.
I think I'll manage. I'll find a very stable job at some point
In Japan, right?
in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Maybe I'll
Man.
teach some English or Chinese.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna enjoy your time. Yeah, you're gonna love your life in Hokkaido for
Can't
sure.
wait. Can't wait.
Yeah. One last question. What are something you'll probably miss in Singapore?
Oh, I don't even have to think about that.
Food.
Food. The hawker center.
The hawker center.
Man, like, just the fact that there's hawker centers everywhere, even in like a really expensive business district.
Yeah, they are.
You can find cheap food anywhere, you know.
And they're
It's-
so good.
Yeah, man. And
Definitely.
that's something I've never seen it in any other country. Because in
Yeah.
other countries, expensive places means expensive food. There's no other option, you know.
And-
And that's something I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because you've been eating mixed rice almost every day. Right.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you for your interesting story. You're still gonna be here for a few more months, so
Yeah.
hopefully I get to invite him in a different vlog and meet you in Hokkaido or Alaska.
It's a good idea. I'll see him there. I'll see him
I want to film him canning the fishes.
I'll send you a video. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Oh man, that'd be so sick, man.
yeah.
Alright. じゃあそんな感じでありがとうございました。
またね。
またね。Okay. Do you have some alternative? I'm testing him.
I know ancient people say saraba.
さらば。いいねそれ。That's a nice one. さらば。
Saraba. Oh, saraba.
さらば。Okay. What else? Oh, you should say the Hokkaido way.
Oh, there's
Do you know Hokkaido people say? Okay.
What is it?
You say shitakke.
Chitakke.
Yeah. I'll tell you, most Japanese don't understand this as well. It's only used in Hokkaido.
Oh,
Shitakke, meaning goodbye.
Oh,
Yeah.
shitakke.
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 Okay, let's do it. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Shitakke.
Shitakke.